Hello and welcome to another episode of Business Class. This week we've come to a country that has one of the fastest growing economies, not just in Asia, but the entire world. Join us as we discover the secrets to business success here in Hanoi. This week on Business Class, we travel to the capital of Vietnam, Hanoi, a city that already has more than 48,000 private businesses operating under its enterprise law as of 2007. Once a centralized, planned economy surviving on imports, Hanoi has gradually transformed into a prospering, market-oriented economy since the open door policy began in 1986. During the colonial occupation at the end of the 19th century, the French took the first step in developing the city structure you see in Hanoi today. Their widespread influence left an indelible mark on the city and its people, much of which is still visible to this very day.
I'm certainly excited about the prospects of our company coming to Hanoi. Vietnam is a developing, emerging marketplace.
Hanoi is the second biggest city in Vietnam, and it's also the capital city, so lots of big projects.
Tremendous opportunities that present themselves here, and there's obstacles to overcome, obviously. It's extremely complex in nature to do business here.
So I guess that to make business more attractive and more easier, so administrative procedures should be improved.
Now, to get from Noi Bai International Airport into the centre of Hanoi, just take note that it will take you at least 45 minutes, depending on the traffic. By far the easiest way to get into town is to catch a cab, which should cost you around $17 US, so make sure you don't get overcharged. Alternatively, you can make arrangements in advance with your hotel to pick you up from the airport. And if you're staying at the Hilton Hanoi Opera like me, then get ready to enjoy a smooth and stylish pickup in their trademark BMW 530i fleet. From backpacker hostels to budget hotels to international five-star establishments, there's a wide range of accommodation in Hanoi to choose from. Even though the number of hotels has increased substantially to cope with rising demands in recent years, rooms get snatched up easily during peak periods, especially when there's a big event going on. With its convenient location to the business district and its wide range of facilities, it's no wonder that the Hilton Hanoi Opera is the popular destination for the business traveller. The Sheraton Hanoi is also a good choice for today's high-tech travellers who want to stay constantly connected to the business world around them. At the Link at Sheraton, the guests are just one click away from completing their business tasks in this multifunction business hub. So, Hung, can you tell me about this new service that you're offering?
This is a Link at Sheraton. Link at Sheraton is not like a normal internet line everywhere. It is very special. Within a Sheraton, Sheraton Hotel invite guests to get out of their room by offering exactly the same resources they can have in their office, in their homes.
And of course, of all the international hotels in Hanoi, you cannot miss the famous Sofitel Metropole. Hanoi is becoming increasingly popular with business travellers, so my advice would be to make that hotel booking as early as possible. Now though, it's time for me to head to my first meeting and find out more about doing business in the capital. Despite its increasingly modern facade, however, Hanoi still retains much of its traditional way of life. Just look at all those motorbikes. Not just a common form of transport, they're also a proud symbol of Hanoi's economic transformation over the past 20 years. After all, a Honda motorbike is usually a family's first big purchase. Business travellers may want to take note of the traffic conditions in Hanoi. It would be prudent to factor in more time in the event of traffic jams so as not to miss that all-important meeting. Fortunately, the roads have been kind to me and I'm just in time to meet my associate.
Thank you.
Hi, Ashok.
Hi.
Pleased to meet you.
Hi, Moini.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Very well, thanks. So this is the central business district then?
It is.
What's the business culture like here in Hanoi?
Moini, I guess like in most Asian countries, people take their jobs pretty seriously. People are extremely ambitious, very progressive, and chances are most of them are continuing to study well after they've started working. From a work point of view or investment point of view, the first is the demographics. 80 million, 85 million people, very young, ambitious. I think the second is that they've got a track record. Vietnam has got a track record of economic growth, which has been demonstrated over the last 8 or 10 years. So that's something they've actually done. And last but not the least really is the political stability. I think people like to invest in countries where they know what the political climate is going to be like in 5 years' time, 10 years' time.
Are there any cultural do's and don'ts for first-time business travellers coming to Hanoi specifically? You must have made some when you first came here.
Well, one thing is for sure. Firstly, make sure that you cross the street properly.
Make sure you stay alive.
And don't get run down by a motorcycle. But no, I think Vietnamese are very open. They're very welcoming as a nation, as a people. And the real Vietnam and the real Hanoi lives in the streets. Yes, you have the monument and the sightseeing, but the real Vietnam is really out here in the streets, on the food stalls, in the bars, on the sidewalks, and that's where people should spend time.
Get your comfy shoes on and walk around the streets, I think is the word from Ashok there.
Yeah.
Great, well thank you very much. Next up, we delve deeper into Hanoi's thriving business scene and find out just what gives this city that added edge. Right then, it's time for lunch, but you've only got 10 minutes to go before you have to head to your next meeting. Where should you go? Well, the answer is simple. Tuck into some fast food Vietnamese style. And by far, when you're talking about local cuisine, the tastiest, healthiest and fastest option is a steaming hot bowl of pho. Thank you. A traditional rice noodle soup that's rich in vitamins, pho has long played an important role in the staple diet of the Vietnamese people. The most common variety is beef pho, known as pho bơ. Chicken pho, or pho gar as it's called, is also a hot favourite with customers, and that's what I'm going to order. It smells so good. Each bowl of pho is served piping hot, and it comes also with a plate of sort of fresh ingredients. We've got everything here from onions to fresh basil, lime, chilies and bean sprouts, so that you can adjust the taste to suit your own flavour. This really is the perfect lunch if you're in a rush because it's light, it's healthy, but it's filling enough, so you'll feel absolutely set for your next meeting.